Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the new session of Biology, Standard 11th, Chapter 5 Cell Structure and Organization. In our last video lecture, we studied the details of fluid mosaic model. Then we studied about difference between active and passive transport, and then we studied the third component, that was cytoplasm. Now today we will start with a new component, that is endoplasmic reticulum. This endoplasmic reticulum is present in all eukaryotic cells except ova and mature RBCs. Under electron microscope, this endoplasmic reticulum appears like network of membranous tubules and sacs called cisternae. It forms more than 50% of the total membrane of a eukaryotic cell. And this endoplasmic reticulum divides the cytoplasm in two parts. One, which is within the lumen of endoplasmic reticulum, that is called as laminal cytoplasm, and the second one, which one is outside the endoplasmic reticulum, which is called as non-laminal cytoplasm. Membrane of endoplasmic reticulum is continuous with nuclear envelope at one end, and the other end extends till the cell membrane. And you will find the outer surface of endoplasmic reticular membrane may or may not be studded with ribosomes. And accordingly, that means according to the presence or absence of ribosomes, it is called as rough or smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Like talking about functions of endoplasmic reticulum, you will find uh, it acts as intracellular supporting framework. It helps in maintaining positions of various cell organelles in the cytoplasm. These are the main functions of endoplasmic reticulum. And endoplasmic reticulum is divided into two different types, as I told you, on the basis of presence or absence of ribosomes. One is smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and the other one is rough endoplasmic reticulum. If we talk about smooth endoplasmic reticulum, you will find it is involved in various processes in different cells. Like it helps in synthesis of lipids. For example, steroid secreting cells of cortical regions of adrenal glands, testis, and ovaries. Then it helps in detoxification of drugs and poisons, for example, liver cells. Then it helps in storage of calcium ion, example, muscle cells. Then if we talk about a rough endoplasmic reticulum, you will find it is mainly involved in protein synthesis as it contains ribosomes. Best example is pancreatic cells. And pancreatic cells that secrete insulin is the best example. Here you will find the proteins formed are secreted by ribosomes attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum and are called secretory proteins. These proteins get wrapped in membrane that buds off. That means that comes out from transitional region of endoplasmic reticulum. Such membrane-bound proteins depart from endoplasmic reticulum as transport vesicles. And secondly, this rough endoplasmic reticulum is also involved in formation of membrane of the cell. Now, the endoplasmic reticular membrane grows in place by addition of membrane proteins and phospholipids to its own membrane. portions of this expanded membrane are transferred to other components of endomembrane system. Now let's see the difference between rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. First one is that rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes attached to its membrane, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not contain ribosomes. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is formed of cisternae, whereas smooth endoplasmic reticulum is formed of vesicles. Rough endoplasmic reticulum helps in protein synthesis, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum helps in synthesis of glycogen, lipids, and steroids. Rough endoplasmic reticulum is internal and connected to nuclear envelope. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum is peripheral and connected to plasma lemma. Now let's see the next component. Next component is Golgi complex, or you can also call it as Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. This Golgi complex is manufacturing cum packaging and transport unit of cell. That means it manufactures, it packages, and then it transports whatever material is. Therefore, it is called as manufacturing cum packaging and transport unit of cell. It is mainly consists of stacks of membranous sacs called cisternae. Diameter of cisternae varies from 0.5 to 1 micrometer. A cell may have few to several cisternae depending on its function. The thickness and molecular composition of two membranes of a Golgi sac differs from each other. The Golgi sacs show specific orientation in the cell. Each cisterna has a forming face, which is called as cis face. Cis means on the same side, and it has a maturing phase. Maturing is also called as trans phase. Trans, that is the opposite side. So each cisterna has two phases. One is cis, that is forming phase, and other one is trans, that is maturing phase. Transport vehicles that pinch off from transitional endoplasmic reticulum merge with cis phase of Golgi cisterna. That means what? Whatever transport vesicles, that means they are released from endoplasmic reticulum, that transport vesicles now merge with the cis phase, that is the forming phase of Golgi cisterna, and its contents, whatever contents are present, that enters into the lumen. This explains why Golgi bodies are usually located near endoplasmic reticulum. Modified and condensed secretions leave the Golgi through trans phase, again as membrane bound vesicles. See, that membrane bound vesicle, that was transport vesicle, entered inside the Golgi through cis phase. Now they are modified, they are condensed, and now they will leave the Golgi through trans phase, again in the form of membrane bound vesicles. Cisternae contains specific enzymes for specific functions. Refining of products takes place in an orderly manner. So let's see the functions now. First one, it helps in modification of secretions of endoplasmic reticulum. Okay. Then secondly, it helps in production of its own secretion. It manufactures its own products, and it produces non-cellulose polysaccharides like pectin in many plant cells. Now, talking about the details, I told you that refining of product takes place in an orderly manner. For example, glycolipids and glycoproteins that are brought from endoplasmic reticulum. Okay? Now, they lose certain sugars and then regain others. Thus, whatever they form a new variety of product. So here refining of product takes place in this way. Now whatever matured or modified products are there, all products of Golgi complex, they leave cisternae from trans phase as transport vesicles. Now, while they are leaving from the Golgi, certain markers may get impregnated on their membrane so that they can identify their specific target cell or cell organelle. The cisternae in Golgi body are not physically connected to each other. Like in endoplasmic reticulum, we saw that they are all connected to each other. But in Golgi body, they are not physically connected to each other. According to recent studies, it is proposed that cisternae of Golgi body themselves mature, moving from cis to trans phase. It is called cisternal maturation model. It is also said that some vesicles recycle, thus enzymes that have been carried forward by moving cisternae comes back to less mature region. Okay, now we have completed this. Let's see a quick summary what we studied. We studied today the details of endoplasmic reticulum, types of endoplasmic reticulum, difference between a rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And then we studied the next component, that was Golgi complex, or you can say Golgi apparatus or Golgi body. I hope you understood the topic. We will continue again in the next video lecture. Till then, take good care of yourselves. Thank you.